Okay then, everybody. Welcome back. It's time for us to go and clear the tower, followed by clearing out the Catacombs of Carthus. Suddenly, I seem to be having some really bad I'm having really bad frame rate suddenly. Okay, don't know why that was happening then. Hopefully it stopped. Whoa! Everything seems a bit blurry. It's still playable, but. So, I hope this is alright for you guys. It looks a bit funny to me. Anyway, let's go. Up into the tower we go. So, a few things to collect up here. This is actually going to unlock one of the endings for us as well. So, entirely worth doing. So, cross the bridge. Now you can do this in like any order you like. Obviously we can drop off to there and that's going to take us to where the crows were from earlier in the game. Down that way is a crystal lizard, but I'm going to deal with the upper tower first, and then we'll come back up here in a second and deal with those guys momentarily. Away we go. I really like that stance. It's so cool with the hat and everything. Like, I don't know, just playing around now. Sorry guys, let's go. Our cleric uses fire! Anyway. Fire Keep soul. It's all there and sorted. Gorgeous view. Yeah, it is. You know what, I've never actually even looked off here like this before. That is actually a pretty good view. Just how much can you see from here? Oh, there's Firelink. That's nice, yeah. Oh, that's quite interesting how that works, isn't it? Yeah. So, anyway, enough gawking from me. Let's go. Go down this way. Oh, re-embered and everything. I'm probably going to lose it now. I should have the silver cap in there, shouldn't I? No, not yet. Okay. So here, of course, is Patches.
Sorry, friend. Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is going to kill you kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late? Have no fear. There's beauty in death. Besides, you're surrounded by ladies. Every rotten cleric's dream, right? Oh, no matter. I'll look after things. By stripping every last trinket off your corpse, you're gonna make some lucky customer very happy. Oh, no.
So he thinks, right, so we'll jump off this side. Hopefully I get it right. Whoa! That's so very close. Down we go. Estus ring. Okay, and so if you don't recognise this place, this is where the Swordmaster was earlier in the game. I really don't know why I'm having some really strange frame issues here. And I really don't want it to affect the recording. Okay, so after I clear the tower, I'm going to play around with my settings and try and fix this, because this is... I don't know what's changed to make it like this. Obviously we've just had an update, so I don't know if that's what's affecting stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to have to play around with a couple of things to try and fix this, because I don't want it to make the recording look horrible. I mean, I could just be being paranoid about it. You guys just have to let me know whether or not you do or don't notice it, but it seems to be really like... I don't know, it looks like kind of like screen tearing to me, but we'll see. So, back on up we're going to go. Patches won't be there anymore, as far as I'm aware. Nope. He will have moved to his final place. So from here we're going to jump off to the left. And then, before we go and get the crystal lizard, come and kick off the ladder. So we've now got our shortcut. Chrysalis is just over this way, so we're going to roll on off here. One shot. Oh yeah. Coming back off over this side. And up onto the roof. I don't think there's anything particularly special up here that we haven't already collected. But we're just going to have a check. Always worth having a check. Obviously, other than like second access point for the crows, we've already cleared the secret in there, so that's fine. But now we have much easier access to the crows, where you can go and trade stuff to them. So that's pretty cool. Messages everywhere. It's pretty cool. So through this way, we will have patches.
Ah, oh, you're alive. Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this. Oh, come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do. You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. You're alive, after all. And that's what counts, right? Oh, for heaven's sake, no need to jest with a face like that. You're still alive, and I'm here grovelling in the dirt, so to speak. Oh, I know. Here, a token of my sincerity. Right and proper, huh? We're just a couple of outcasts. Let's make the best of it.
Cool, so that's Patches sorted. As you can see, he's got his own assortment of wares that you can buy from him. You've got the black leather set, the show tools, which can pierce around shields, and some extra embers to buy if you so wish to get them. You've obviously got the rusted coins as well if you want to start farming stuff, and the pierce shield is now available as well. Unfortunately, there aren't multiple sets of the Katarina set, so unfortunately, if you do want to own this set, you're going to have to not free Seaclark. I'll leave that up to you guys to see which ones you find more valuable. I prefer his assistance later in the game, so that is why I've done it the way I've done it. So with that, that is everything in Firelink Shrine done for now. We're going to be going through the Catacombs of Carthus. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm basically going to, you're going to see me teleport there. I'm going to have a play around with the game. Once I get there, try and stop kind of the screen tone that I feel like I can see, and then I'm just going to appear at the bonfire, and you guys shouldn't really notice much. So see you in a second. Okay then guys, so we're back, and we're going to be heading down into Catacombs of Carthus. I turned off the motion blur, and that seems to have helped out with whatever it was that I thought I could see. It does feel a lot better now. So going down here, we're going to start facing off against some undead villainous creatures. So there are technically two routes from here. You can take either one. It depends on whether or not you want the items we're going to be collecting. So down this way is a shortcut that you can take, which circumvents all of that area just there and lets you get almost straight to a bonfire. You will, however, miss out on a pyromancer tome and a few other goodies, which you'll notice as we go on around here. Now, as you can see, we're going to have these skeletons appearing. Now, I recently found out you can actually kill them permanently. You just have to kill them all twice. So what we will need to do is actually wait around to put them down. A lot of people were asking why I kind of ran past a lot of these before, was because I thought you couldn't kill them, and there are a lot of them in that room over there, so we'll be dealing with them all. Carthus Rouge, one of my favourite items, particularly on a raw or a weapon that already has bleed, as that is incredibly effective. These guys are quite nasty, so do be careful of them. Come on. I much prefer to face them on even ground. Really? I did not realise they could get across there. That was pretty interesting, I have to say. Alright, so onward we'll go. Gonna be heading all this way. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And obviously that is why we drew the other one all the way over this way. He's probably going to jump quite close to us, meaning that he'll be on his own. Try and take things out as quickly as possible. Now, what you'll notice is, you know when these guys are dead when you gain the souls from them. So try to just listen out for when you acquire the souls, and then you'll know whether or not they're actually going to get back up again. So on through this way. Of course on the side here is an archer. Obviously we kind of just passed through there without really caring about him. Now there are quite a lot of skeletons in here, so do be careful. Whoa, he parried me! Luckily he didn't actually get much out of it. Don't quite know how that parry worked, but it did. Let's go sort this archer out. Let's just go down. These are actually going down pretty easy. I'm quite surprised that they aren't in fact getting up like I thought they would. Backstep, baby. Backstep, baby, backstep. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I just break out into weird fits. So it's kind of a habit that's growing more and more as I'm talking to myself. Okay, these guys are going to try and pine me. What? Go down. Boom. Cool, so we're looking nice and clear now, it's pretty good. Let's head over this way. I think we'll probably see a boulder start rolling, or we should do. This could actually be a good place to try and cheese that dude from. Let's try this. Ah, fizzles out before he gets down there. Can we, however, get him from this drop? Actually, can we get a plunging attack on him? Here's an interesting question. Okay, it's a very dangerous thing for me to try. I've not tried it before. No, I'm going to miss. That's clearly a bad plan in the end. There's going to be two of them in here. In fact, there's going to be several of them in here. This is a very bad position for me to be in right now. Ooh, this was a bad idea. Right, we need to cull your numbers down. You need to go down. Ouch. 2 now. There. Quiet yourselves. Okay, so before we go ahead and go down that way, we are going to clear out this back area just here. Now you can jump around, but this is a much safer route to be taken, so we're going to go down here. Whoops. Unless of course you forget about the arrow trap. Now interesting thing to note, you can use those traps against the enemies, so if you are struggling with the numbers, bring them down there, quickly trigger the trap and then like kind of run into the side and it will hit the enemies for you. Something that you'll probably be seeing me doing later. Okay, but it seems to be doing it again. Why does it keep doing this? Okay, right. These dudes are a little bit more dangerous. Be careful of their show tools. It's just all of this dashing they do. It does, however, leave them quite open to backstabs. Take that. It really is quite bad. Why does it keep doing this? Don't know what's happening here. I'm going to have to play around with the graphics again before the next episode. So we've got this dude here. Whoa. Okay, he's going to get back up again. Don't know. Carthus Paramount's turn. That's going to be pretty useful for us fairly soon, as that's going to get us an even more powerful version of the Fire Orb. You down? Clearing through this area quite nicely now. And then the door over here is going to bring us out where we were a second ago, when we were, well, when I was getting a little bit mobbed by all the enemies that I tried to kind of do the plundering attack on here, which you obviously cannot actually reach, which is a bit of a shame. Got another dude here. I thought he was going to go for another attack then. Stab it. Come here. Come here. Ouch. Probably in the wrong direction there. Ooh. That's what I wanted. Not quite. Ow! Quit it. There we go. Get down. Good skelly mummy. Right then. So next up we're going to clear on this left hand side. There's a few more skeletons. It says a few. Any more for any more? No. Stay down. Big bunches of bones. Here we have Henri, who has lost Horus.
Oh, hello. How very fortunate. Have you seen my companion, Horace? To my shame, I was snared by a trap and we've become separated. I've not been able to find him since. Yes, I see. Horace is a valiant knight. He can look after himself, no question. He's probably searching for me right now, with twice the resolve. If you happen upon him, please tell him that I remain in the catacombs and will lay prism stones to guide him, as always. Please send him my word, I beg of you. May the flames guide your way. If you happen upon
cool, so that's her dialogue done. Out here we're going to get shot at as we try and take on this crystal lizard. But we take it on quick enough not for it to not care too much. We're going to take the blood red moth, which reduces bleed build up. So if you find yourself in a position where you want to use some of that, feel free. But I've never felt it to be really needed. I really don't understand what's happening on my screen today. Right, so I hope I'm not just imagining things here, and you guys can actually see it as well. Now on here, you are going to want to kind of, where is it? There we go. Whoa, it came. Oh no! I was going to try and avoid it by going back up the stairs, but clearly it came from up the top. Okay. Now the advantage of how far we just got just there is that we can in fact now just take the shortcut down. So that's what I'm going to do. So instead of cutting and going back around all of the area that we kind of just cleared, what I'm in fact going to do is go down the shortcut. The reason for that is that we have actually cleared everything. As you can see, we was going down those stairs just there. So we ember up. I think it's right here we drop off. Yeah, there we go. Down this one. We should be able to get jumping attack on one of the archers just here. And then we've got another one just here. There we go. We've got him right there who's begging for a fire orb. Him right there who's begging for a fire orb. Right then, so now being as we are here, we are going to do this the easy way. So we're going to wait for this ball to go back up the stairs, because that's exactly what it does. This ball is possessed. And as we're running here, directly on the right, is going to be a skeleton with a hat on. Kill this dude. Whoa, don't let him run off though. He will run quite far. But we need to take him down. This will break the giant skeleton wall and drop us an undead bone shard. Pretty well hidden secret there. Beware of those things that those guys can throw. They're quite nasty and damaging. So we'll take these on one at a time. These ones get back up, as you can see. Ouch. Right, so whilst they've stopped chasing us, we're going to go grab this item off the stairs. And our souls from at the top. So someone's will pick this up. And we can carry on through. Now this next area I do very much like to run through, but I'm going to attempt to kill everything as I go through. Just to kind of please the audience, I guess. Whoop. That throwing weapon they have is absolutely brutal. However, we are immune to damage while backstabbing. He's going to get back up. Break him! He's only going back up, that's cool. Right. Absolutely abusing the effectiveness of Fire Orb right now. I know we are meant to be a faith build, but with any caster you have an affinity to fire. Now we're breaking all of this because we want the ring in here. And there you can see why we're trying to be careful getting through here. Easy way to die right there. Over this way for the Carthus milk ring. Quite a useful ring. I've not really used it, but it increases your invulnerability frames, I think, whilst you're rolling. Basically making you avoiding damage much easier. So, pretty good. Obviously you can see behind us there was a trap, so we're going to try to bait this guy around. As you can see, oh, he's going to get back up. Interesting. Not had one of them do that before, I don't think. Anyway, as I was saying, as you can see, that was quite an effective way to reduce the amount of health he had as he was coming around the corner at us. And so I highly recommend it against any enemies that you are struggling with around here. Take this dude down. Any more? I feel like you're going to get up. Whoa! Not what I wanted at all. There we go. Now I'm still going to deal with these guys the same way I normally would. Obviously, as you can see, the item there is meant to draw you onto the trap. Ooh. So what we're going to do is run past them. And around this hole to the other side. Turn around and block. And these guys are going to drop off that ledge and are no longer a threat to us. Just through here we have another undead ball. To the left we're going to have an item. Large Titanite shard. And then to this left just here we have another bonfire. So we're going to go ahead and light that. And obviously restore our heals and Estus flasks, which is quite nice. I'm going to put those fireballs because we don't need them on anymore. I should probably have a look at what rings I can use right now because I'm not really using many. Let's go. Yes. So as you can see, I think whilst you're invisible you can't take any damage, so pretty nice and useful. Also increases dexterity, which actually increases cast time slightly, so pretty cool. I suppose we're using Firelink now. I'll put the Sage Ring on. And do we have... Yeah, we'll put the Swamp Ring on. There we go. That's probably a good set of rings to be having on right now. That's cool. Cool. So I feel like that's sorted that. So next up, we're going to be going down here and to the left. Taking its sweet time right there. Let's go on around like this. Avoid the rats by going to the left. Feel happy that rats no longer cause poison. So it's got a giant one over there. So be careful of mummy rat. Ouch. Stop it. Oh, the little one died anyway, that's cool. So you're going to come down here. We will receive an ember, but essentially get trapped in by a summon. Got a nice easy way for cheesing this dude as well, which we're going to be using. So you're going to want to run straight past him. Cross over this way. Run straight on up. Coming over this way. And then we're going to go on over here. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to stay over here. Obviously, you do not want to get hit by that sword. Be aware of that. Go back down here again. And here we have a Dead Knight Slayer. Man is down. So, next up, we're going to go on around to the right, just so that we are kind of clearing it as we go. Now, be aware, we are back to having slimes on the ceiling. But being as we are carrying fire, we aren't all too phased. Just got to make sure you keep an eye out for them. Even if it doesn't let you lock on, feel free to fire a free aim. And obviously at the end of there we do in fact have bone skeletons, so be careful of those too. I was just called them bone skeletons. Of course they're bone skeletons. They are bone wheel skeletons. Not necessarily as mean as they were in their first imaginations, but still quite fearsome nonetheless. Ouch. Put you down. Clearing our way down nicely. Damn it. Mr. Slime, you missed. Whoa, that was close. Get back down. Get back down. Get back down. Carthus Blood Ring. Let's have a look at this one. Can't remember what this one does. Boost rolling invincibility at cost of defense. So you can basically make it so that all of your defenses in your rolling. Not too bad actually. You can do quite a I don't know, quite a cool kind of defenseless build with that mixed with a couple of the other rings, where you basically like forego physical defense to increase kind of your stats and effectiveness, which is pretty cool. Particularly good if you want to do like a soul level 1 run. Okay, pretty confident we should be able to do this small little area ahead of us as well, with the Estus that we have left, as we've not really used too much of it. Let's take this guy on. Come on. Another one of those weapons. One of these is a secret, I think it's this one. Yep. So it doesn't really make too difference to what we're going to be doing. It just basically allows us to take on enemies in a more favourable order. Ooh. That was nasty. Get down. Ooh, he's not staying dead. Okay. Get down. And stay down. Thank you. Everyone's ashes. Some new items for us to acquire from the Handmaiden. Lost Titanite Shard. There's going to be a couple more enemies around here. We want to try and take them on as individually as we can. Ouch. Stop that. These little bone assassins are absolutely nasty. Really, really brutal. But luckily, not too many of them left in our path, so to speak. Those shotels are dropping like candy, though. So over here, of course, we have another dude with a hat. Oh, didn't really want to get shot at by him, but wasn't too bad. Which will mean that the ball that's currently rolling around is now going to break. Titanite Shard. Some Carthus Rouge. Of course, be careful of the button on the floor. And that is this upper area cleared. Almost at the point where we're going to have 2 levels. This stage is going to bring us back down into the main corridor. Obviously, you can come up this way, but I feel like you're going to be a little bit more kind of outmatched that way, because you're going to be getting shot at by the archer straight away and have that dude straight on you. For some reason, there's a crab here. I don't know why. I'll take the dark gem. Add some on here that we missed because we were fighting. Some Titanite Shards. Now this bit I am still going to run through, just because I don't feel like it's worth fighting them all. We've got a Crystal Lizard coming up, and then after that it is basically a massive amount of skeletons. Obviously, if you can get to this guy, you can just knock him off. Ooh. If you're a bit faster than I was then. Like so. Just do be careful that you don't fall off yourself. And take the yellow bug pellet. Now in here, we're going to have a lot of skeletons start trying to appear on us. But there's not really very much point in fighting them, as we are going to be using a bit of a trick on them in a second. So we're going to go up this way, where we're going to find Henri for a second time and talk to her. Just over and up ahead. Here we are. For some reason the skeletons won't follow you up here, so that's fine.
We meet again.
Unless,
Have you
unless of
seen
course,
horrors
updates change
anywhere?
things.
Oh
New.
yes, I see. I've searched high and low with no luck. Perhaps he's left the catacombs.
Oh, they are in fact going to come.
Horace, where have you run off to?
They appear to have changed this. Anyway, we're going to drop straight on down. Basically, when you get to here, an army of skeletons is going to spawn. He says they haven't spawned. It usually does. I want to kind of show it because it's pretty interesting. It's pretty epic when you see them. But apparently not. Either way, we're going to chop this. Which essentially reveals a hidden path. Now, do be aware, the boss room is right there. So that is where the boss is that we're going to be facing next. To clear this area, if you die to that boss, this bridge will reset. But the way we're about to go is going to take us to a different bonfire. So you want to try and do it first time, just out of convenience, but it doesn't really matter if you don't, because you can just cut the bridge straight back down again, or teleport back to the bonfire. So, bit of a trick for in here. Demon's going to aggro on us, but there is in fact a mimic, and they will fight each other. So, we're just going to go, hello. And we need to try to get them to cross paths. Basically, that's all that needs to happen. In fact, the mimic already looks like he's aggroed on him, which is fine. So we're just going to exit the room. Mimic's already down. Which means we are now going to be taking this down on our own. This is where lightning would be good. We're going to take it on though, we should be fine. Turns out he fights the skeletons too. I find that very interesting. Okay, so let's try this. Army of skeletons plus big demon thing. Go ahead and fight each other, that's fine. Actually being very helpful for me, because this is going to save some trouble in defeating all of these in a second. That's pretty epic. Wow, he can do some damage when he wants to. Right, looks like that's all the skeletons done. Demon is down. Thank you, Demon. You did a good job. Which means we can go ahead and collect this unhindered. How many of those do we have? Interesting. 5. What level is our weapon? 4. We need 6. Damn it. Okay, got Witch's Ring, Sage Blindfold. So we're going to switch that straight in for the Great Swamp Ring, because it's literally just a straight up upgrade. Obviously there's nothing stopping you having both on if you want to be mainly a caster, but because we are quite combat heavy, I'm going to keep it quite how we are at the minute, so we're going to have a boost to fire for now. Obviously this is going to change to either the Morn's Ring or the upgraded version, which I can't remember the name of, later on when we start using more miracles. That's obviously what's going to be happening. So we run +4. +5 will take 6 large shards, that's a shame. We're gonna go get one. We are gonna go get one. Just down here, there are tons of them, just lying around. In fact, we're gonna tag the bonfire first. So if we die, it will appear right here. If we do die, unfortunately, that is gonna mean that we have to go to the boss from the previous bonfire. But I'm pretty confident I can get in, grab a large Titanite shard, and get back out again, so that we can upgrade the straight sword before this boss fight, which would be quite useful. We don't have any chunks to go any further, which is a shame. So that white light right there is, in fact, a large Titanite shard. However, we're being shot at, so be careful. But absolutely fine. There we go. Now, against my better judgment, because we could in fact go ahead and upgrade the sword before the boss fight, and spend all these souls to avoid losing them. However, doing that will reset the bridge, so instead of that, I am in fact just going to run on ahead past these skeletons and try and take the boss on in one go. It's a little bit brave. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you aren't confident in doing the boss, if it's your first time doing the boss, or anything like that. Like, I'm so confident, I'm probably going to equip the Ring of Sacrifice before I go in. I'm not actually going to be using any pyromancy, so I may in fact take both of the caster rings off for something a little bit better, because I think he actually uses dark magic. Some of his attacks are pretty brutal, so I'm actually going to put something on that will defend us a little bit better, as that makes the most sense against this boss. So, let's have a look. Let's check this room for items, I always do. Right then, so I'm going to take a quick check of my items I want to have equipped as I go in. So give me a couple of seconds, guys, and all you'll basically see is that I've changed some rings and we'll be going in. Okay, so obviously we're back. And basically I've just changed those out. So we've got the Estus Ring and the Lloyd's Ring. These are the two most useful ones out of the ones that I've got at the moment. So the Lloyd's Ring is going to increase our damage when we're at full health, and this is going to make it so that our Estus Flasks heal more health, therefore meaning easier to remain at said full health. I don't really have any defensive rings, so anything that gives you extra dark magic resistance in here is going to be pretty useful. So the Cleric Blue Robe are probably pretty good, Maiden's Robe and all that kind of stuff, but I don't really want to mess up how I look just for the sake of going in for this boss fight, although it probably would be extremely useful, and it's a little bit against kind of what a walkthrough should be, but that's why I'm letting you guys know what you probably should be wearing instead of what I'm wearing. Goodbye. Okay then, so, I have to say, that was one of the most annoying counters I've ever had with that guy. He just kept on spamming his most powerful attack right at the beginning of the battle. If you get caught when he does that weird black vomit, that is basically a death. So try and avoid it as much as you can. Now the bad thing is, once you start getting towards the back end of the arena, there's not really anywhere to run. As I don't think you can actually go behind him and survive. So all you need to do is just attack the his gold bracelets and he just dies basically. He's quite easy unless he keeps on spamming that attack, but even as you saw, wasn't too much of an issue for us, so not too bad. So with that, that is the Catacombs of Carthus done. We've got two areas that we can go into. We're going to do the Smouldering Lake first, which is the one down below, because that is kind of like the end of that area, and then we'll be heading through those doors up there. Before that, we're going to go and spend all these souls. Got a few things for us to take care of in Firelink Shrine, so we're going to get that done right now. Undead Legion Hell. So, turns out that Lloyd's ring is actually a pretty strong ring to have on, so we may in fact keep it for a while. Being as kind of the damage isn't really a thing right now on the fire orb, it's more of just a crowd control thing. We are going to go and give this Pyromancer's Tome to this dude though.
There you are, unkindled one. I am pleased to have a pupil as dedicated as you. Well, well. I've never seen anything like this. This inscription. This tome is from the catacombs. Fascinating. On this day, the teacher learns alongside the pupil. I'm afraid I cannot accept this.
Okay.
Only...
So, purchase item, not items, miracle, pyromancies, and we should have, oh no, we don't have it yet. That'll be in the next area then. We do have Carthus Flameark, which we're not going to put 10 intelligence in for, no. We are going to want these though, for later. Those are Matsus right now. Nothing else there that we really want, so that's cool.
Do not think what?
Leveling time. Get some level ups.
Welcome, host. Very well.
We got 3 levels, very nice. So 2 in faith, we're going to keep that building. And then we're going to go for 1 in achievement, let's keep that building up as well. Gets us the extra slot, which is going to be useful as we carry on. Very nice.
Farewell,
We got the Soul of High Lord Volnir. What does that give us? Volnir. Move it this way. I can't actually remember what it gives us. Which probably means it's nothing good. Ah, Black Serpent. So not useful for us. It's not a miracle. So out of those 2 souls, nothing useful. So we might as well eat them. So we're going to eat those 2 souls we just got. along with everything else. So Soul Stray Demon, so Soul of a Demon, yes. Soul of High Lord Volnir, because yes. Might as well use these up too. So need 18 in levels, so that's 36,000. So that's 2 more levels for us, that's nice. Let's get on that now, boom. Over this way. So we'll take 1 in endurance and 1 in faith for now. That's cool. Faith is now looking pretty strong for us. We may start playing with lightning spear. Is that what we've got? Where's the spells? There we go. So we got lightning spear. 23 FP. You are joking. We'll be getting lightning stake soon as well, so we will very soon have a few miracles at our disposal. So fairly soon we will be making the switch over, which is quite nice. Probably once we get to like 40 or 50 faith, so that they're actually effective. This is all okay over here. We're gonna go this way. Check this side out. See if we can buy some more miracles from you, because we need to keep on top of that. The miracles, but not any of the dark ones. So 3,500 for that. We do need to purchase all of them, even though we may not even use them. That's practically useless once we get to the end of the game, so it's kind of a shame that costs so much. No, don't give me that either.
Have a pleasant check.
Okay, so everything is now finished in Firelink Shrine. I will catch you all in the next episode, where we'll be heading to Smoldering Lake, dealing with the Demon King. Pretty nasty area, but we should be able to get through it just fine. So I will see you then.